Hello, my dear students. Today we're going to discuss Macbeth Act 5, Scene 5. So first, let's go through the summary of this scene and then we'll go towards the line by line explanation. So this scene takes place in Dunsinane within the castle, and Macbeth is very confident. He says that his castle is really strong and his enemy, due to siege, is going to die of famine and disease. Then they hear a lady cry. Then Satan brings the news that Lady Macbeth is dead. Then Macbeth talks about the emptiness of life and achievements. He is in despair and he says that the passage of time is meaningless and life is a story or a tale that is told by an idiot and signifies nothing. So what he means to say is that life is just an illusion. Then the messenger brings in the news that Birnam Wood is marching towards Dunsinane. That is when Macbeth realizes that the witches had deceived him. He senses that his end is near, but he says that he is determined to fight till the end. And the scene ends. So this is a gist of what happens. Now we will go towards the line by line explanation. So Macbeth says, hang out our banners on the outward walls. The cry is still, they come. So he is telling, let's hang out our flags on the outer walls. And the warning is continuous. What is the warning? That they are coming. Our castle's strength will laugh a siege to scorn. So he is saying that our castle is so strong. Our castle's defense will easily withstand a siege from the enemy. Here, let them lie till famine and ague eat them up. So he's saying that our castle's strength is so strong that it is enough to laugh off their siege, and let them remain here until famine, means until hunger and diseases or fever destroy them completely. Then he says, were they not forced with those that should be ours, we might have met them dareful, beard to beard, and beat them backward home. So he's saying that if they were not reinforced with our army, because he's saying that my army has joined forces with them. So if their army was not reinforced with my people, then we would be dareful, means we would boldly confront them face to face, that is beard to beard, and we would drive them back home. So here Macbeth is saying he has no other choice but to stay inside the castle because he does not have so many army men. So he's saying if I had, then I would have confronted them boldly face to face and driven the enemy back to their own territory. Then they hear a cry of a woman from within. So he asks, what is that noise? So Satan says, it is the cry of a woman, my good lord. And he exits to go and see who was that crying. Then Macbeth says, I have almost forgotten the taste of fears. So he's saying, I have almost forgotten what fear feels like. The time has been, my senses would have cooled to hear a night shriek and my fell of hair. So he's saying that there was a time when I would be terrified of a shriek and I would feel the chill of terror. So he's saying my senses would have cooled to hear a night shriek. So I would have felt the chill of terror if I would hear a shriek at night. Then he says, and my fell of hair would at a dismal treatise rouse and stir as life were in it. So he's saying that, and the hair on my skin would have stood up if I would hear a ghostly story. So Dismal treatise means a ghostly story. And my hair would stand as if there would be life in it. I have supped full with horrors. Direness familiar to my slaughterous thoughts cannot once start me. So what is he saying now? He's saying that now I have feasted or suppered full with honors. So I am so much feasted and so full of real horrors that direness familiar to slaughterous thoughts. So horror is so familiar to my bloody thoughts that it cannot startle me now. So he's saying that now he's so familiar with horrible things that nothing can startle him now. Then Satan re-enters and he says, wherefore was that cry? So what was that cry for? So Satan says, the queen, my lord, is dead. So he brings in the new information that Lady Macbeth is dead. Now comes a very, very important part of Macbeth. Very, very important. So here now Macbeth is emotional. He is in despair. He is pessimistic now. He says, she should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. So here Macbeth is saying that it is inevitable that she would have died. But there would have been a time for such a word. So he's saying that now I have no time to mourn because I am facing an impending battle. So it would be better if she had died later. So there would be a better time for her to die. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. So he's saying there would be a better time for her to die, which is tomorrow or tomorrow and tomorrow. Creeps in this petty pace from day to day. So the days, they are creeping slowly along until the end of time. So even when he comes to know that his wife is dead, he does not show a state of shock. Here it could also mean that he has gone through emotional numbing. He is either in a state of shock that he is not able to react according to that, or it could also mean that he has gone through so much violence that he is unaffected by that now. To the last syllable of recorded time, and all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. So here he's saying that day, the next day and the day after that, it is creeping at such a slow pace. And days that have gone by are just another step for fools on the way to their death. So what he means to say here is every day that has already passed or that has already happened has led fools closer to their death. Then he says, out, out, brief candle. So he's saying, go out, you brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow. So here Macbeth is using the metaphor of a candle flame to symbolize how life is short and insignificant. So now he's dismissing his own past and the future as meaningless, and he says that everything eventually just leads to death. So Macbeth says here that life is short, just like a brief candle. It is an illusion that is created. It is like a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. So he's saying that life is just like a poor actor who performs and worries during his hour of performance on stage, but then is never heard about again. So here Macbeth wants to show that life is like a performance. And this metaphor shows that human actions, no matter how grand, are ultimately forgotten and does not have a lasting significance. So this part is really important, so please pay attention. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. So he's saying that this life is just like a story that is told by an idiot. It is full of noise and anger and strong emotions, but ultimately it is just meaningless. So now Macbeth has lost his wife, and now seeing his ambitions crumble, Macbeth feels that his life is worthless now, and all his actions that he had done until now was worth nothing, or they did not give him any kind of significance. So please remember, this is a very, very important part. Now moving to the next. That is when a messenger enters. Thou comes to use thy tongue, thy story quickly. So you have come to tell me something. Please tell it quickly. Messenger says, gracious my lord. My gracious lord, I should report that which I say I saw, but know not how to do it. So I have come to tell you what I saw, but I don't know how to report it to you. Macbeth says, well, say, sir. So just say it. What do you want to report? The messenger says, as I did stand my watch upon the hill. So as I was doing my duty of standing and watching on the hill, I looked towards Burnham, and anon, methought the woods began to move. So he's saying, as I was looking towards Burnham, and then I thought the woods are beginning to move, or the forest is beginning to move. Macbeth says, liar and slave. So messenger says, let me endure your wrath, means I accept your anger, your punishment. If it be not so, so if I am lying, I will accept whatever punishment and anger you are showing me. Within this 3 miles, may you see it coming. So he's saying that 3 miles from here, you can see it coming. I say a moving groove. So I am seeing a moving forest. And now the message is given the news that Burnham Hood is marching towards Dunsinane. So Macbeth says, if thou speakst false, upon the next tree shall thou hang alive. So if I come to know that you are lying, then I will hang you alive from the nearest tree. Till famine cling thee. So till you die of hunger, I'm going to hang you upon that tree. If thy speech be sooth, so if whatever you're saying is truth, I care not if thou does for me as much. But if what you're saying is true, you can do the same to me. Then he says to himself, I pull in resolution and begin to doubt the equivocation of the fiend. So he's saying that now my resolve is failing. My confidence is failing. And now I am starting to doubt the words of the witches. That lies like truth. So I am starting to worry or doubt that the witches have fooled me. And it seemed like truth, where they said, fear not till Burnham Wood do come to Dunsinane. And now a wood comes towards Dunsinane. So they told me not to worry until Burnham Wood comes to Dunsinane. And now a wood is coming to Dunsinane. Arm and out. So he's telling his army people, get ready for battle and go out. So he has told his army people now to go out and fight. If this which he vouches does appear, so he is saying that if this which he vouches does appear, means what the messenger says does come true. There is nor flying hence nor tarrying here. So if what the messenger is saying is true, that Burnham Wood is definitely marching towards Dunsinane, there is no way to either escape from here or to stay here. I gin to be a weary of the sun. So he's saying that I am tired now. He's tired of the sun and wish the estate, oh, the world were now undone. So he's saying that now I am beginning to grow weary of life. So sun here signifies life. So I am beginning to grow tired of living and wish that the world would end. So I wish the estate over the world were now undone, means I wish that the settled order of the world is undone and it returns to chaos. Ring the alarm bell, blow wind, come rack. So he's saying that go ring the alarm bell, blow the wind, come destruction, come you ruin. At least we'll die with harnesses on our back. So he's saying that at least we will die with our armor on and we will die fighting, not just by giving up. I will till my last breath fight and not give up. So the scene comes to an end. Now in this scene, Macbeth has realized that life is insignificant. All the evils that he did until now, everything has become insignificant. And his wife has passed away and now he is growing tired. He has somewhat realized that he is going to lose, but he still does not give up. And he also realizes that the witches had given him an ambiguous prophecy, not a false that seemed like a truth. And we are done. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please share it among your friends. And also if you haven't subscribed, please do so right now. Thank you. God bless.